What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my phone. So obviously I had a iPhone 12 Pro Max before I upgraded to the 16 Pro Max. And my mom had the iPhone 7. She hadn't had a new phone in ages. It was the one with like the button on it, you know? Do you remember when iPhones used to have buttons on the bottom? But she was so used to it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna sell this for like £300. My dad was like, what are you doing with your old phone? And I was like, I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna sell it, of course, and then put it towards my new one, like trade-in value, you know what I mean? And then he was like, why don't you give it to your mum? And I was like, good point. But I don't want, I mean, this sounds really harsh and stingy, but like, I don't want to give it away for free because I need to like pay money off of the other one, right? Because it's expensive. So I can't really just give it to her. As much as I would love to, you know, I want my monthly bill to be lower. So I was like, sure. But I pay, but I don't live here for free, right? I pay my parents' rent every month. So I can like help them out. I pay like £300, right? Which is pretty good in terms of like rent. So, pretty cheap rather. But I give them money every month, right? Just to like cover stuff. So, I was like, yo, okay, you can have the phone. Just let me have like a month off of paying rent. And then my dad was like, okay, sure. So I was like, fuck yes, let's go. So what I'll do is instead of paying the £300 rent to my dad, I'll basically give it to, put it towards my phone. So then my monthly bill will be like £10 less. So I was like, hell yeah, that sounds like a freaking good plan. So I gave it to her, and I'm kidding you not. Okay, before I say this next part, so I had planned to like trade it into O2, right? You can do like O2 recycle or whatever, where you like give them your phone, and then they basically just take the money off your bill every month, yeah? So that's what I was planning on doing. And I already set up the thing. They already sent me the thing to like pack it up and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. That sounds like a fucking cool thing to do. And technically it's more because O2 were only going to give me like £220 or something. So I'm like, hell yeah, easy trade. And then obviously it means I don't have to like mess around with like try and find someone to buy it instead, or like sell it on like Facebook Marketplace or eBay or something. So I was like, hell yeah, super convenient for me. Cool. So I give it to her, and literally within that same day, she gives it back to me and was like, I can't use it. And I'm like, why? It's the same phone. It's an iPhone, bro. It's the same shit. And she was like, yeah, I can't not use the button. I'm too used to the button. And I'm just like, because obviously like these days you have to like drag from the bottom of the screen. And if you want to like bring up the apps, you like drag up and hold, right? And then you swipe. But back in the day, you would just press a button and then you would like double tap the button. So that's the only thing that was like stopping her. And I was just like, you are fucking me over right now because I canceled the thing. So I was like, you have to give it like a week. Don't give up within a few hours. So I got it back and I was hella angry, right? I was just like, fuck's sake. Now I have to go through all this freaking hassle of like sorting out this trading thing again. So I had to like call them and like do all this stuff. And I'm just like, I started doing it and I was just like, you know what? She can get used to it, okay? So I give it back to her. I'm like, yo, use it for 1 week. If you are not satisfied, oh, my throat. That coffee fucked me up. If you're not satisfied within, oh, I didn't get any water. God damn it. If you're not satisfied within 1 week and you still can't get used to it, then fine, I'll take it back. But at least attempt to try and get used to it for a week. So she was like, okay, fair. Because obviously I was getting rid of it, but now I need to like, I gotta like bend over backwards to like get it all sorted out again. So please just give it 1 week. And then lo and behold, like I knew it would happen, within the second day, she was like, oh yeah, it's way better. So I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. I knew it would be fine. It's way better than your phone. This is like 5 generations newer than the one that you had. And you got to remember, back then, a new iPhone generation was like a big upgrade. These days, not so much. But like back then, like each phone upgrade was like a huge step. So yeah, so after all that messing around, she was like, oh yeah, it's way better, thanks. And then that was the end of that. So yeah. So it worked out in the end. So I'm excited. So I don't have to pay rent this month, but I'm going to pay it towards my phone instead. So that'll take off a good like £10 off my phone bill every month. So that's a freaking win in my opinion. My mum still uses an ancient brick Nokia. That woman does not understand technology. Look, I brought my grandma like a Samsung Galaxy S. I don't even know. I can't remember what it was. It was like it was like 5 years ago. Whatever was like new at the time. 5 years ago, whatever was new at the time, but like a generation back, I brought my grandma, because my grandma actually like really likes using her phone to take pictures and stuff. So she wasn't, and my granddad is like, he's like really good with technology, right? He like builds PCs, or at least he used to. He like builds PCs. He's a gamer. I mean, he's like 75, but he's like a gamer. And he taught me how to build PCs and stuff. So like they're good with technology, right? They're not like, you know, your stereotypical grandparents that just have no clue what's going on. So my nan's like good with her phone and stuff. So, but she had like this super old, crappy phone, because even though she's good with it, she's the type that's just like, oh, it works, so therefore it's fine. I don't need to ever upgrade it. But the pictures were so shit. Like the quality of them were just bad. And I was like, you need a better phone. Also, the screen's pretty small. Like you can have better than that. So I remember buying her that, and I didn't even have to like teach her how to use it. She was just away. And then she was posting pictures. Every time she goes on like a walk with the dog in the morning, she'll always post pictures on Facebook. Like always just taking photos. Like that woman must have a gazillion. She's probably using about 50% of Facebook's budget on server costs to host all those photos. And I probably made it worse by giving her better photo quality, therefore making the file size bigger. So yeah, that's cute. But yeah, she's pretty good with that stuff. My mum isn't so much though. My dad is, because my grandma that I'm talking about is like from my dad's side, right? So they're like really good with technology. My mum not so much though. She was just so used and stuck on to this iPhone button that she couldn't get used to the new one. But anyway, I don't know why I went on a massive tangent about that. But anyway, yeah, story time, I guess. I'm the only one in my family who has an iPhone. I wasn't allowed an iPhone for a while. I mean, depends how old you are, I guess. If you're under 18, then your parents are usually going to buy it for you. But if you're over 18, you just buy your own one, right? Oh yeah, Cyborg being literally high-tech being one in the family is hilarious. Yeah, my family are pretty good. My granddad used to be a like pilot. He's in the army, right? So he used to be a pilot. So now he's like super old, right? He like had a stroke at one point, so he can't like use his arm like he used to. But so he built like a massive crate, like even more money set up than me. He's fine, by the way, like completely fine. Just his arm is a bit scuffed, but that's about it. But he can still do everything. He still drives and still does normal stuff. But he built like a crazy high-tech, more expensive than mine, like full-on flight simulator setup. So that he just like, I mean, they're like retired, obviously. They don't do anything. They're just chilling, living the good life. My grandma just goes out with the dog all the time. She's just always walking around, just doing stuff, and they always go like on holiday all the time. So, and my granddad just like chills in the plane simulator and just flies planes all day. It's fucking crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I'll see if I can get a picture next time. Maybe I should ask my grandma to take a picture with her camera. I'll see if I can get a picture of it next time. But my dad has a massive like racing simulator setup as well. Like, I can't explain it. So it's like, imagine like triple monitors, like all perfectly aligned, big massive ones, and like one at the top, and like the massive like frame with like the racing seat and like the super expensive like wheel setup and all this shit. Like they're crazy into like simulator stuff. So my dad's more of a racer and my granddad's more of a plane flyer.